Welcome everyone to Evony Throne Time with Very from Server 360. I've had a lot of requests lately to cover some basic information on the Battle of Guagamela and the Battle of Constantinople, better known as BOC and BOG. They each happen once a week. BOG is on a Wednesday for me, and BOC is on a Saturday. If you're across the world from me, this may happen a day later. Nonetheless, let's get into the Battle of Guagamela. You're going to find it in the battlefield next to your wall, and click the icon. Again, there's a 2-hour time limit on this game once it starts, and let's get in there. You're going to start off on one corner or the other. We're in the upper right-hand corner. There I am. Let's go to the map, and in the complete opposite catty corner from you, you will see the enemy's start point, and you have about 5 minutes that you can see who's playing before the game starts. Enemy will be in red, we will be in blue. All the buildings on the map, if any of them are red, that means the enemy has taken them. Here's a score detail. You can see real time who's leading the leaderboard and the score between the two of you. Let's go to the buildings. You can see the map here. We've got several reds going on. The portals are the most important in my opinion. If you can occupy all four as much as possible, then you're going to eliminate the enemy quicker because they will run out of ports and soon be stuck where they're at, where you can easily attack them if need be. It's super important to try to take all of those, and there are 4 of them. There's the second one, the third, and then the fourth is up here in the top. Okay, at the corners of the map. Then we have a couple of buildings, 3 of them to be exact, and one is the temple here. And the temple, again, if you occupy it, you're going to gather points. It takes 3 minutes to occupy any building or portal on the map. The longer you hold it, the more points your team gets, and adds up towards the end. Looks like the enemy is holding this one. We will see eventually once I get in the game, if someone else from my team will take it. The next one is going to be the Blessing Tower. Blessing Tower is right here. And let's see what's going on there. We also know the enemy has that because it's in red. We have a couple of people here on K35. I'm just going to peek right in real quick. This is what I typically do. If I see another 35, I'll go in to see what their power is, and to see if I could easily take them without scouting. If they are big enough, I'll have someone else scout them, share a report so I know what to do moving forward. All right, the last building is the hospital. This will give you additional buffs if you can hold it long enough. Again, 3 minutes for each building. I suggest you get the hospital no matter what if you possibly can, and keep working that. Put 2 people at the hospital if possible. Next you have monsters. Monsters can gain you points as well. You'll see on the map there are going to be 3 locations for the lesser monsters, and then in the center is Phoenix. We'll start off with a Behemoth here, just kind of give you a quick detail. He's here. I can attack him solo, or I can have a rally if I so choose. It's too early in the game for me to do a rally. It's better for me just to port nearby, hit the guy, and gain some free points and move on from there. Again, there's going to be other smaller monsters around the map, just like in your real-time game in your server. Oh, looks like I'm getting a scout or an attack. Let's see who's doing that. This is what I do, is I follow my red lines, and I have it set up for red lines by the enemy. And I look in the keep, again, like I did earlier, to see what their detail is. And he's a 309 million player. He's someone that once I get off the mic here, I will attempt to attack solo and get him. It's important. You're going to get scouted a lot. This is a great breeding ground or training ground to try to hone in your skills as a PvP player and do better at SVS or KE. Here in the center of the map, you can see the big Phoenix. If you have high enough troops, which takes T14, or you have enough people to hit this big guy, then go for it. You're going to get quite a few points by hitting him. Otherwise, kill all the other monsters on the map if you're running low on troops, or just a little guy with not a ton of troops yet. You can also play your part by hitting all those the smaller monsters. Just look for them. Just make sure you don't run out of ports as a team. Very critical. Ports are so important. The longer you can hold ports, the better for your team, and you decapitate the enemy. Let's take a peek here. Okay, so you have a battlefield chat that shows up when the event starts. Only you members that are in the battlefield can see this. This is where you're going to want to share reports and all. Do not share your reports or information in Alliance chat. Don't clog up that stream of chat between your players that aren't playing. Just put it in Battlefield here, and it would be safer and easier to find out the details of other players or enemies. Okay, well, that's going to do it for me. I hope I've given you at least some basics on what to do. Again, look for that BOC content on Saturday. And until next time, live life first, play Evony second, and I'll see you on the battlefield.